Brian Little, Me, Myself, and Us, The Science of Personality and the Art of Well-Being. Dive into the fascinating world of personality and well-being through the lens of Brian Little's Me, Myself, and Us. This book's summary delves into the complexities of human behavior, highlighting personal constructs, the big 5 personality traits, and the ways our social surroundings can influence who we become. Discover how free traits can push us to achieve our goals while also posing potential health risks. Equipped with actionable insights, embark on a journey to better understand yourself and enrich your relationships, career, and overall well-being.
The power of first impressions. First impressions are an integral part of our daily lives, and we all make judgments about people based on our perceptions. These initial impressions are subjective and based on our personal constructs, our emotional lenses, which differ from person to person. The term personal constructs was coined by psychologist George Kelly to describe these individual emotional lenses. Limited personal constructs limit a person's ability to handle unexpected challenges, while having more versatile and expansive constructs help people deal with future events. By being aware of the limitations of our first impressions, we can learn to construct better narratives that explain people's behaviors rather than relying on simple labels. Understanding personality traits. Learn about the big 5 traits that determine how we react to the world around us and how they impact our success in work and life. Personality tests are a popular tool for understanding ourselves and others. However, psychologists widely consider the 10-item personality inventory, TP, to be one of the most reliable options in the market. This test is based on the big 5 personality traits that determine how we respond to the world around us. The first trait is conscientiousness, which indicates a person's level of organization and dedication. Those with high conscientiousness tend to have more professional and academic success as they know how to work hard and follow deadlines. However, they may struggle with unstructured activities like jazz music, which requires improvisation and creativity. The second trait is agreeableness, which measures how friendly and empathetic a person is. While high agreeableness is ideal in personal relationships, it is not a good predictor of professional success, with people in this category typically earning lower salaries. Finding a balance between being friendly but firm is ideal for workplace success. Understanding personality traits is essential in leveraging our strengths and improving our weaknesses. The test can provide insights into how we behave, react, and interact with others. The 5 essential traits. The big 5 traits of personality include conscientiousness, agreeableness, neuroticism, openness, and extroversion. In this book summary, we explore how these traits can impact our lives. Our ancestors needed a keen sense of neuroticism to survive in a world threatened by predators. However, in modern society, neuroticism can lead to anxiety and depression. People who are low in neuroticism tend to be stable and well-adjusted. Openness to new experiences is essential for success in creative fields. High openness is linked to interests in music, film, and travel. Those low in openness may be more resistant to change. Extroversion is the trait of people who value external experiences. They tend to favor quantity over quality in work and relationships. In contrast, introverts prefer a deeper level of reflection and analysis in their work. Understanding these traits can help us better understand and relate to those around us, especially when it comes to working with colleagues or building relationships. The 3 sources of personality. Our personality consists of 3 sources: biogenic, sociogenic, and idiogenic sources. While biogenic and sociogenic traits are fixed, idiogenic traits can change depending on our experiences and goals. It is through these idiogenic traits that we use our free traits, which allow us to do things that may be out of character but are meaningful to us. However, suppressing certain aspects of our personality to use free traits can have negative effects on our health. It is important to strike a balance between using free traits and staying true to ourselves. The science of social adaptation. Have you ever met someone who seems to have a different personality in every situation? Whether people adapt or remain unchanged in their behavior is determined by their self-monitoring tendencies. High self-monitors, HSMs, are heavily influenced by their environment, adapting to the expectations of others, while low self-monitors, LSMs, remain guided by their own traits. This fundamental difference affects all aspects of life, including romantic relationships. HSMs are more likely to pay attention to appearance while LSMs prioritize personality. The former may engage in affairs while the latter tend to maintain more stable relationships. Interestingly, the way you eat your steak can uncover whether you are an HSM or LSM. HSMs taste the steak first to assess its condition, while LSMs rely on their own salt preference. Whether you're an HSM or an LSM, this book brings a deep understanding of how social context shapes a person's behavior. Perception of control. The way we perceive control affects our mental and physical health. Research shows that people who perceive control over their lives tend to be happier and live longer. Positive illusions about ourselves can also be good for our well-being, but only if we time them well. For example, believing we have control can help us stave off depression. However, we should be careful not to blindly succumb to our illusions, especially when making important decisions. Being realistic and rational when weighing decisions is crucial. Once we've made a decision, having a positive outlook can help keep negative thoughts away and make things go better. The 3 C's of hardiness. Stress results from a disruption of our daily routine, and how we cope with it depends on our hardiness, which is made up of 3 components: commitment, control, and challenge. A study conducted in the 1970s showed that those who handled abrupt and difficult changes most effectively had high scores in these 3 traits. However, it is possible for these traits to be too strong, leading to health issues, especially with cardiac problems. For example, individuals with type A personalities, who are highly ambitious and performance-driven, may suffer if they obsess too much over commitment, control, and challenge. It's important to find the right balance among the 3 C's to reap the benefits without overwhelming ourselves. When we have a strong sense of commitment, control over changes, and a positive outlook on challenges, we can cope with life's difficulties with ease and achieve success in our endeavors.
In conclusion, Me, Myself, and Us offers profound knowledge and understanding about the science of personality. Through the exploration of personal constructs, the Big Five, high or low self-monitoring, and our approach to control and stress, readers can appreciate the interplay between innate traits, environment, and personal growth. By recognizing the significance of conscientiousness, agreeableness, neuroticism, openness, and extroversion, we can navigate our own lives and relationships more effectively. As we strike a balance in adopting free traits and utilizing commitment, control, and challenge, we can maximize our accomplishments and foster a stronger sense of well-being.